est rendu à notre deuxième journée de pratique. Aujourd'hui, on pêche de Cornwall jusqu'à Morrisburg. Donc, pas compliqué. On va faire tous les endroits qu'on connaît, tous les endroits de pêche qu'on a fait dans les tournois précédents. On va vérifier, voir si le poisson il est là. Aussi, c'est sûr qu'on va essayer des nouveaux endroits pour trouver une concentration d'achecans de petite bouche. Peut-être qu'on va avoir le temps de faire peut-être quelques endroits à achecans à grande bouche qu'on a déjà pris du poisson, mais pas de quantité. Donc on va les réessayer, voir peut-être que l'achecans à grande bouche à ce temps-ci de l'année il est plus actif ou il y a plus de poissons. Donc au cours de la journée, on va faire des updates et on souhaite que ça aille bien. Comme on peut voir, et c'est encore très venteux aujourd'hui. Donc on va essayer de pêcher le mieux qu'on peut malgré le vent. C'est des conditions difficiles, mais il faut tout le temps s'adapter. On n'a pas le choix, c'est la pêche. Donc on souhaite que la journée aille bien et qu'on trouve le mieux possible pour faire un bon score.
Hey everybody, so end of second day of practice here on the St. Lawrence River right above Cornwall Dam. Like we mentioned earlier, we fished pretty much in between Cornwall and Morrisburg, but we didn't actually end up going towards Morrisburg. We really stuck in the Long Sault area and worked our ways up a little bit, but didn't actually do that much moving around today. Like we mentioned earlier, we said we were going to be doing a lot of places that we know and a few new places. If we give it on a 10, I'd say our fishing day today was probably about a 3, unfortunately. A lot of fish seen. We have some places that we saw some really big smallmouth in the 3.5 to 5 pound range cruising around, but we didn't actually hook any of the good fish. We got an area where we got a few largemouth like we started on this morning, like Nick was mentioning earlier, but we only got a few 2.5 pound largemouth, so really nothing worth talking about. For the smallmouth, we found 2 areas that held individual fish. They were kind of offshore structure type of things, and the fish were pretty aggressive on it. We actually were throwing Senkos at them. They were following up. We pulled the Senkos away. So those are fish that we believe that we can, if they're still there, obviously we could nail them first thing in the morning. They seemed aggressive. They're individual spots. I don't really think they're places where any other fishermen are going to be fishing, so it's kind of an interesting deal. Apart from that, we have an area that that actually Nick has been in the past. Had a lot of fish on it. We were throwing out jerk baits and crankbaits, and they were following 15 feet behind, really slow, just looking at it. Now, we have a feeling that this is a post-spawn fish that hasn't actually started feeding heavily yet, so they're still kind of tired. We think it's like the first females that have moved off the bedding areas, and they're probably, hopefully, a week away from getting really aggressive, which will be tournament time. So, are we confident for the tournament? Maybe. We have a bunch of places, like yesterday we had a pretty good day of fishing in the 16 to 17 pound range on all new spots, and today we have a bunch of spots that there was a lot of fish hopefully moving into, but there was quite a few of them there. So we're going to give an update towards the end of the week. Nick's going to be going out hopefully 2 or 3 days this week on Francis at night after work in the around 5 o'clock, 5 until 8 or 8 o'clock-ish, so hopefully you can find something. We're going to try and develop a pattern that we found on Canada Day, and hopefully, you know, work it a little better. And as for this area, we don't get to practice it anymore. So we'll see what happens. We're going to go for it, and we'll give you guys an update definitely before the tournament.